Hey guys, it's Mario Kart here again. I didn't really want to make another video for a while because I'm kind of burnt out. But a couple days ago I fought Dream on Mineman. I just hopped on Mineman and he sent me a duel. Thought it was pretty cool. I was like, oh okay, it's a little sweet. I've been seeing Dream has been fighting a couple people on Mineman over the last few days. I was like, okay, maybe Dream is trying to get into the PvP community. He's trying to make friends. He's trying to get better for his manhunts. I heard he's been training. Cool. He sent me a sword duel. I expected to lose 5-2, roughly 5-2, maybe 5-3. I knew he was gonna be better than me at sword. Um, I got 5-0'd by Dream. Okay, I got 5-0'd by Dream. Now, granted, I don't play 1.9. I don't play sword really. When I play 1.9, I generally do play sword though. I don't really get practice like that. Dream's been practicing more than me, so again, I really did expect to lose. Okay, but that's aside besides the point, right? Dream beat me. I was like, okay, Dream, you really been practicing, bro. Good on you. Like, I was pleasantly surprised with how good he was. And I'm like, okay, good shit, Dream. Man, all right. Nix is awesome. Who is watching? Shout out to Nix, by the way. He's one of the most well-rounded players on Minecraft ever. Best bow player ever. He was like, yo, Mario, Dream was live. Dream was live streaming. Go check out his Twitch. I was like, oh shit, okay. I'm gonna watch his POV. Maybe I'll even post a video on my second channel. Obviously this isn't gonna be a main channel video. I'm not gonna do some like, I fought Dream, the deadliest Minecraft PvPer, and here's how it went. Dream and I have been training for 5 years to fight each other. Like I'm not gonna do all that. This is just a little fight, just uncut POV. But I wanted to put his POV in the video too, cause like that's cool, My POV and his POV are next to each other or whatever. That makes sense. I think that's pretty cool. So I went ahead and I checked out his POV, right? And he's cheating. He's aimbotting. Yeah, he's just cheating. Wow. Yeah, he's just cheating. Now, okay, Dream may have cheated in his manhunts. He may have cheated in his speedrun, whatever. But guys, he would never cheat on my men. No, he would never cheat on multiplayer, guys. Why would he ever cheat on multiplayer? He's only cheated like 5 times. No, he would never cheat on multiplayer. I mean, it's crazy the amount of like benefit of the doubts that people give to Dream every time he does anything, literally anything. Like, do we just think this guy's a saint? By the way, look, I know Dream got a broken wrist. Okay, if he wants to aimbot on MMC, he goes, guys, my wrist is in a lot of pain. I'm still recovering, but I want to play multiplayer with you guys. I want to improve my manhunts, and I want to get better, and I want to, be a part of the PvP community and talk to some people. Then, by all means, if Dukes lets him, I think it's okay to let him aimbot on Mineman for, a small amount of time as he recovers. That's my opinion. I think that's okay. He could be a great member of the community. He's a big YouTuber. He has a lot to say. He's entertaining. He's good at the game. Sure. Okay. He has, a genuine like broken wrist that is actually screwed up, right? Fair enough. He wears a brace. I don't know how well he's recovering. I don't know much about him, to be honest. I don't really watch his videos, but yeah, fair enough. Okay. But at least be transparent about it, right? Anyway, I'm going to go into this because I got a lot of comments as this video is kind of going algorithmic. We're going a little bit algorithmic over here. That's the only reason why I'm making this video, by the way. I really expected like 200 people to see this because it's a second channel video. I don't really care. People have been watching this maybe because it's a Dream. Whatever. I called him out for aimbotting. Again, I really don't care that he's aimbotting. I just wanted Dukes, the owner of Mineman, to comment and be like, yeah, he's aimbotting. Because I thought it was funny. I think it's funny, okay? Like, Dream cheating again, Dream aimbotting again. Wow, okay. Funny. But a lot of people were like, no, bro, he's not cheating. Like this guy. No hate to these people, by the way. Obviously, they just don't see it. That's okay. Obviously, no hate. But most people who commented agreed that he's cheating. Like, we got reddish green. This guy's tier 2 in sword. He said he's also trigger botting. I'm not going to speak on that. I don't know. I'm not a sword professional. I don't understand like all the hit sequences and all that. So yeah, we got Kuma who left his own comment somewhere down here. Kuma, where is it? I think it was under my comment actually. Yeah. Wait, it low-key does look like aim assist. We got this guy. He plays boxing, so he understands aim. We got a few other people. We got Nesco. I know Nesco commented saying he was aimbotting. Nesco is like the best aimer in no debuff ever. One of the best no debuff players ever. So, we got the smart people in here. And we got other people saying he's aimbotting as well. I think it's pretty obvious to the eye, but I guess some people don't see it. So I'm gonna teach you how to see it. I'm gonna teach you how to see the aimbot. I'm not gonna, this is a lesson, right? So first off, I'm gonna show you in my terrible quality video because it's easier to go frame by frame on YouTube. So watch this, okay? So I want you to understand aimbot first, okay? Aimbot, what's the goal of aimbot? The goal of aimbot is to see my hitbox and then aim roughly for the center of it, okay? When you're aiming, you are subconsciously aiming for the center of the hitbox because it makes it easier to aim in the future, right? If you're aiming for the center of the hitbox, it makes it hard for me to move out of your future aim, if that makes sense, okay? So yes, the only thing you really need to do is be aiming on the hitbox in general. It doesn't matter where, as long as you're on the hitbox, that's, 95% of it. But, you are sort of aiming for the center. That's what aimbot tries to replicate, okay? There's, more complicated aimbots like multi-point, stuff like that, which aims for corners, all that sort of stuff. But essentially, that's what aimbot tries to do. Dream's aimbot is horribly coded. I think it's coded by like Grok or some shit. It's really bad. I mean, I thought Dream was a coder. This is embarrassing, really. This is actually embarrassing. It's frankly just really funny to me. But you guys are gonna see when Dream's aimbot gets to the center of my hitbox, it literally fights itself. Every frame, it fights itself. So it's like, I want to aim to the right to get to the center. And the next frame, it's, I want to aim to the left to get to the center. Then the right, then the left, then the right, then the left. And what you see is this sort of shaking, especially when I'm further away from him because my hitbox is smaller, which means in theory, it's easy for his aimbot to reach the center of my hitbox. But the center of the hitbox is also like harder to determine exactly which pixel it's on, which means that the aimbot bugs out more, if that makes sense. I'm going to show you guys an example after I analyze this to compare it to. But here, just watch this. I'm going to go frame by frame here. You guys are going to see Dream's aim is wiggling. Watch. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Stop. Okay, this is a terrible example. Let me just watch it in 0.25. Here we go. Watch this. I thought frame by frame would show you guys. It's just my video quality is terrible. Watch this. Ready? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Stop. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And okay, maybe my video quality is bad. We're going to show it on the Twitch VOD instead. It's just going to be a bit harder to show you guys because Twitch doesn't like to have a very good video player. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in 0.25. By the way, he's just aimbotting here too. I mean, this is obvious, but I can't prove it. It's just obvious. Here you go. You guys ready? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Stop. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And he does this like the whole fight against every fight. So if you guys want to watch the whole thing, then do that. I'll put the VOD link in the description. Here, now you can watch it in full speed since you know what to look for. So now you know. Now you know. This can catch really terrible aimbots. Ready? You guys see it? It's pretty fast, but you can see it if you're looking closely. It wiggled again there afterwards when I was talking. Here, I'll play it again. I'll try and catch it as fast as I can. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. See that? That was perfectly timed from me saying wiggle to when it was wiggling. If you guys can see it, you're going to be able to see it forever. It's going to be very hard for you to not see from now on. That is, I mean, nobody can do that. Can you do that? Do you have like mosquito wings attached to your arms that allow you to just, you can't do that. I'm going to compare it to another terrible aimbot. This is just a blatant cheat that this guy was using a couple years ago. This is really funny. You can see the same exact shaking. See that? Look at that. Especially when Sham is out of range. You see it? Right when he exits the range, it gets even stronger. It gets stronger the further he's away. That's because the hitbox is further away. Now, how do you fix this from an aimbot perspective? I'm pretty sure what you do is you add some sort of like dead zone or minimum FOV in the center, which makes it so once you reach that area, you will no longer, your aimbot won't be fighting. I also think you can like mess with the amount of times it updates to make it less obvious. But, if I were Dream, that's what I would do. I would sort of add like a minimum FOV in the center, which makes it so once you've reached that area, the aimbot would stop, and therefore it wouldn't fight itself, and it wouldn't be that obvious. I think in general, using like some sort of FOV where the minimum FOV is kind of large is better, because you really only need to care about aiming when you're outside here. Like if I'm aiming over here, I want my aimbot to correct over here. And if I'm aiming over here, I want my aimbot to correct over here. But if I'm already aiming on the character, I don't really care, right? I don't really care. So yeah, I don't really have much else proof. I can see the wiggling in full speed right now as we're talking. I think it's very obvious. There's obviously more things to see, but I can't really prove it to you. It's just, You'll either see it now or you'll see it one day. You know, if you don't see it now, come back to this video in 5 years and you will see it. I promise. Um, if you see it now, then it's just obvious, right? This is the same level of aimbot as this. I just thought it was funny. I don't really have much else to say. This is also going on the second channel because I don't care. I know some people who are making videos about this. Like, I'm pretty sure Kuma said he might make a video about it. Go ahead, bro. If it's fun to you, then make it. That's cool with me, right? Go ahead and make a video on this. Again, I'm going to leave this VOD in the description. If I were to guess exactly what aimbot he's using it on a toggle. Because I watched a video of him fighting Dream, or not, he is Dream. I watched a video of him fighting George, and he had it on in one sumo fight, but not on in another. So I think it's on a toggle, not on an item whitelist. He had it off in stick fight modes because it's a one-line game mode, which means you don't really have to aimbot. He had it on in sword. He had it on in axe. He had it off in mace. So I think it's on a toggle, not on a weapon whitelist. I think it's on a high range, low FOV, because I often see him miss whenever he's outside of the target's range, or outside of the target's FOV. So yeah, high speed, no minimum FOV, which is the main issue. On a toggle, horizontal only, like Marlowe. Suspicious. Yeah, I think I summed it up. High range, yeah, you guys get the point. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, I don't really know what there would be to enjoy, but I hope you understood. I hope it was informative. If you still disagree, then frankly, I don't care because you're not going to change my mind. But yeah, it's all in good fun. Whatever, that's okay. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video for a few people who wanted to see it. So yeah, thought it was pretty obvious, but see you guys.